And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road today at Chick-fil-A, where it's college night tonight from 5 till 7. If you're a college student with a college ID, you come in and get a fry and a drink, you get a free sandwich. Can't beat that. If you're a college student, you live on a slim to none budget like I used to, anything like that would be a really good thing. So, anyway, that's what they've got. Tonight is college night here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton with a college ID. You buy a fry and a drink, get a free chicken sandwich. So, the original chicken sandwich, which would be number one. So, good morning to you. We got lots to talk about. We got a full plate. Leslie's back. Wesley will be here in a few minutes from Northeast Community Credit Union. Sean Witten's going to join us, head football coach of the Cyclones, getting ready for Cherokee after winning a tough one on the road against Volunteer. Then we roll into Joseph Taylor, or not Joseph Taylor. Then we'll roll into Gary Rowe. Joseph going to be Gary Rowe. So it's going to be a good show, and it's always a good show. Let's get it cranked up with the national anthem. What went wrong in Knoxville? We'll talk about that. I got 4 points to kind of make it pretty simple. It's not rocket science, but it is what it is. And so we will talk about that coming up here. And also top 25's out, and also who's playing who this week. The new schedule for the new week of college football. We have that for you. NFL tonight. You know who's there tonight. You know who's on the air tonight at 10 o'clock. The Raiders against the Chargers. I love it on Monday Night Football. Here she is, Faith Hill, to get it started on the national anthem on show number 2,360 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Guest number one, got a bunch of them today. We got a lot of sports to cover, too, so hang in there with us. We'll take a look at the college football right after we visit with our buddy. She's back, and we're glad she's back. Miss Leslie, good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Good?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
She had some time off. She's back on the mend, and here we go with what's going on at Sycamore Shoals State Park Gift Shop. So, what's going on?
Well, the weekend, I think it's this weekend coming up. We've got the, let me make sure. Yes, 20th and 21st, we've got the Overmountain Victory Men Muster. So we'll have lots of reenactors there dressed out. They'll be doing what they did back in the 1700s while they were mustering at Sycamore Shoals before they went across the mountain and took out Patrick Ferguson. So this weekend, that's that. And then on the 25th, next week, we'll cross the river dressed out. I won't do it this year, but Randy will.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I understand.
Yeah.
So This weekend, it's a big deal, isn't it?
It's a big deal. It's
It is.
It's probably the biggest reenactment we have at the park.
Yep.
We'll have close to 100 reenactors there. So all kinds of things going on. So, and it's all free. So it'd be great to come.
What time's it start on Saturday?
It starts, I think, at 10 is when of course, we're open at 8, but it starts at 10 when they start doing different things that day.
Yep.
So, yep.
All right. Starts at 10 o'clock at the park right up the street.
Mm-hmm.
We were there a couple of weeks ago and had a blast.
Oh.
It was awesome. Beautiful. Spent a Saturday there, and it was a lot of fun, to say the least. So, and everything we did was free till we went to the gift shop, and then that was not free. That's some really cool stuff. So we've got some here.
Some today. We
Yeah.
just got the they're mini building blocks, kind of like Legos, except
Mm-hmm.
they're mini. So there's like 348 pieces to that ladybug.
Okay.
Okay, here's the river otter,
Here's a
which is adorable.
There's a river otter. These are little mini building blocks, as they call them.
Bumblebee, they make great stocking stuffers or Christmas presents or birthday presents.
Yep.
Then we've
As a
got
matter of
some-
fact, let's do that. Let's get that out. I want to say it's 100 days till Christmas. Let's see here, Christmas Eve. Let's double check here. We're live here at Chick-fil-A. It's college night tonight, as we told you. So, let's see. All right, let's hit this right here. How many days to Christmas Eve? Yep,
100?
100 days, Randy.
100 till Christmas.
Randy, what you got me last year is very nice, very kind, very thoughtful. So, 100 days to go get it again. What? I put a list as a smidge. So it's 100 days till Christmas Eve as of today. So we laugh, but here they are. Let me go through these again real
Okay.
quick. These are the log cabin building blocks. I didn't show that
Uh-huh.
one. These are really cute.
Historical. Well, these are historical ones, being the historical park we are.
Price point is,
Does she have a price on them?
here's Paul Revere,
$13.50.
$13.50 for these.
They
All right, let me
have
show you
many
these.
pieces
Benjamin
to 'em.
Franklin,
George Washington.
George Washington. These are all at the Sycamore Shoals State Gift Park. Here's one as a ship,
It's
the
a
USS Constitution.
And then we've got the Revolutionary War soldiers, one from each side.
Cool.
Yeah.
All this available again at the gift shop for $13.50 a piece. Hello to Reba Whitehead. Hello to Adam Buckles. How you doing, Buckles? So, what went wrong in Knoxville on Saturday? I've got it. I can tell you. Not that I have any
Anticipation.
insight, but it's just common sense. All right, what else
Okay,
you got?
now if you like the mini building blocks, we have
Right.
a new item. This is the what do you get?
Oh, this is like a
Yeah, it's
surprise.
Yep. And here's your choices. You might get the bear,
Yeah.
the bison.
So it's like a little surprise grab bag. So you
Yep.
get, these are the bison, which for us Marshall Thundering Herd Buffalo guys, that's
Yep,
pretty cool.
Love it.
Like
There's the
that.
coyote,
Here's the coyote you may get. These are really cool for the kids.
an owl,
An owl. Okay. How much are these, by the way?
those are on that package you've got over there. They're so
$5.95.
$5.95. You get a surprise.
So there's 12 different animals that
Yep.
you can get, and you don't know what you get when you get these.
You got
That's cool.
raccoon.
Look here, there's an old
There's a
raccoon.
moose.
Now you're going fast here on me. What's this? This is a moose. All right. She's been gone for a couple of weeks.
Yep,
She's
about done.
Randy. She's running wide open. She's going too fast. I can't handle all this stuff that quick. My fingers are not. I'm not what is that word? Dexterity. I don't have. I can't go that fast.
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Very good. All right.
That's the elk, or
There's-
actually the mountain goat.
Mountain goat.
Oh no, his wing fell off. There's the eagle.
There's the eagle. So fell off
I'll
in
have to put
transit.
it back in there.
Wesley Murray joins us coming up. We also got Randy going to join us real
Bat.
quick in a minute. There's the bat. Now these are all for $5.95 here. Let me show you a couple.
Roadrunner
Meep, meep. There's the Roadrunner.
and the black bear.
So, and the
And
black
these are
bear.
$5.95. And you don't know what you're going to get,
Yeah.
and you get one.
Hello, Gene Nelson. How you doing, sir? So these are available at the gift shop right up the street at Sycamore Shoals State Park. So we're showing you these because one of these are in this for $5.95.
Yep.
And so it's a surprise grab bag, for lack of a better term. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So kids would love that. It's like, what am I going to get?
Yes, and great stocking stuffers.
You remember the
$5.95.
day Cracker Jacks. You get in the box, you know what
That's
you're going to
right.
get. It's
Oh,
kind of
it
what
was
this
so
is.
exciting.
Yep.
Last thing we got that's new is for the rubber ducky collectors. These are bigger than the ones you put in the Jeeps, but
Right.
these are historical. That's a George Washington rubber ducky
Okay.
and a black bear rubber ducky.
And a black bear
Rubber ducky.
rubber ducky. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
These guys go for $12.50, by the way.
All good
That
stocking
and
stuffers.
a whole lot more available
Yes,
at Sycamore Show. So, is that it?
that's it
Okay.
for today. Don't forget the reenactment this weekend.
And it's Saturday and Sunday starts at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. On Saturday, what time on Sunday? Same?
Same.
Same. 10 o'clock both days?
Yep.
All right. So these little guys, I like these guys. These are great stocking stuffers. You say, Tom, Christmas is, it's 100 days away. So it ain't that far. So
All right.
There you
Hopefully
go.
that was fast enough.
that was. Well, not, I don't want you going too fast. So I'm just glad you're back.
Me too.
Yeah.
Good to be
Could
back.
sing that song from Welcome by Cotter. Welcome back. So I'm dating myself, aren't I? People going, who's Welcome by Cotter?
Welcome back.
I was talking at church over the weekend about the Three Stooges. Kid had no clue what I was talking about.
Three Stooges.
Curly Moe and Larry. So Randy's here. We're going to take a quick break, get him lined up. He's in. We're going to talk a little baseball. Wesley's here, our great sponsor from Northeast Community Credit Union. We're going to talk baseball. We're down to 2 weeks in the season, Major League Baseball. Randy's got some stats that will kind of blow your circuits. Will join us next on the Tom Douglas Sports Show.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30 Thursday night. Audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15. Audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. We're coming down the home stretch. We're down inside of 2 weeks. The regular season's over. And every game matters. We got a great series starting, as a matter of fact, tonight. The Brewers have already punched their ticket. The Phillies have punched their ticket. They're guaranteed a playoff spot. And the Phillies will be opening up a series tonight in Dodger Stadium. That could be a National League pennant championship series.
Well, it could be, but just go on beyond that. L.A., the Dodgers, every game they have left is on this sheet. They're playing for a spot in the playoffs. So their next 12 games are going to be deciding factors. Now, they've got probably a little bit of, well, they do. They've got a little bit of comfort, not a whole lot, but a little bit of comfort in the standings. But still, closing the season with 12 contending teams, that's tough.
Dodgers will have the Phillies for 3, San Francisco for 4. They're hanging around for a wild card spot. Arizona's hanging around for a wild card spot, and Seattle. They'll end up. So here it is. We got the Phillies and San Francisco at home. They wrap up the regular season, 3 at Arizona and 3 at Seattle. That's pretty tough.
That's tough. Now you talk about Arizona being one of them. Look at what Arizona has left, and they're in the next to the last playoff contention spot right now.
They've got 3 with the Giants, 3 at the Phillies, 3 at the Dodgers, and 3 at San Diego.
How do you like that?
Holy smokes.
How do you like that?
That'll make you or break you pretty quick. Let's look at the East. The New York Mets, they're hanging for a wild card spot. They've got
Barely.
the Padres, Washington, and they go to Chicago, and they go to Miami. So that's what the Mets got left. The Cubbies, they go to Pittsburgh, they go to Cincinnati, come back home for 3 with the Mets and 3 with the Cardinals.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. But the Dodgers and Arizona, whoa. Then we look at Milwaukee, although they've already punched their ticket, but they've got the Angels at home. And they go 3 to St. Louis, which is a big rivalry team. 3 at San Diego and 3 at Cincinnati.
Yep. So really, I mean, you've got the ones that are in.
Yep.
Milwaukee's in, Philadelphia's in, Dodgers are probably in, and probably the Cubs. Cubs are probably in. So you've got what, one, two, about six, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 teams vying for the last two spots. So it's going to be interesting once you get with San Diego, New York, the Mets, San Francisco, Arizona, and Cincinnati.
The wild card teams in the American League are still hanging are Cleveland and Texas. In the National League, it's the Reds, the Giants, and Arizona. So now let's look at the American League. Toronto.
They're in. Detroit's in. Seattle's in first place. So right now they're in, but they're only a game up. And everybody, well, except New York's, I'm going to say they're in just because look at this.
0 contenders.
No contenders. They're playing, everybody has a losing record the last 13 games.
The Yankees have Minnesota, Baltimore, the White Sox, and Baltimore again. Red Sox have Oakland, at Tampa Bay, at Toronto, and Detroit. That's pretty tough.
Those last 6 games will decide.
Yep, they got
Definitely
3 in Toronto.
Will decide. And really, the next 6 games for Houston may decide.
Yep.
Even though they're at home, they got Texas and Seattle.
Yeah. So anyway,
Texas is Cleveland's in the last spot right now. 9 games against playoff contenders. So that's going to be tough for them. But they're 9-1 in the last 10 games.
Yeah.
Seattle's 9-1 in the last 10 games. It's who's playing the best at the end of the season that counts.
Cleveland's got 6 with Detroit, 3 at home, 3 on the road. They have 4 at Minnesota, and they hope finish things up with 3 with Texas at home. So there you go. And the Rangers are doing it with smoke and mirrors out for their big guns.
They are.
The Rangers' remaining schedule, because we're still pulling for them, even though Evans out for the year.
Yep.
You got 3 at Houston, starting tonight or tomorrow night. 3 against Miami. 3 against Minnesota, and 3 at Cleveland.
Which could be the deciding series.
Wow.
Those last 3 games with Cleveland.
Because Cleveland and Texas are both trying to get in for the wild card.
They are.
Great
so
stuff.
It's interesting. I mean, it's good to see where they are now, but what do you got coming up? It's really going to make the difference over the last 12, 13 games.
So next Monday, when you stop by again, we'll be even closer. We'll be in the final week.
We'll take another look.
My man is in the house, so were you a good nurse?
I think I'm a very good nurse.
There you go. She's nodding her head yes. So she's been a little bit under the weather, and so Randy's been her nurse, and so we you came in together. That's a good sign.
We did. She was able to walk in. That's a good sign.
I don't mean that. I meant because you're still.
Well, I know that, but she was able to walk in, which was good.
That's it.
We're proud of her.
We're glad she's back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you. See, he didn't want to do this for 2 years. I tried to get him to do this. Now he comes in with information. He doesn't need me. I'll just get out of the way and let him do his segment. So I'm glad you're here. I'll see you next Monday.
All right.
Because we're coming down to the home stretch now.
That's
time.
Right. Exciting time.
Wesley Murray joins us next. Coming up, taking a look. Also, college football coming up in a little while. We will take a look at the top 25. Sean Witten joins us. Coach Witten, at the top of the hour, talking Cyclone football. So all that and a whole lot more. It's college night tonight. If you have a college ID, from 5 till 7 o'clock here, if you show your ID, you get a free sandwich when you purchase, a fry and a drink. You get a free chicken sandwich. So if you're on a budget, like most college kids are, can't beat that. You buy a drink and a fry, you get a free sandwich. Quick, what?
You still got your college ID?
Absolutely. I'm still in college. What are you talking about? Yes, I'm still in college. We're all still in college.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, they just think we're old.
They just think we're old. They don't really know, do they?
Nah.
We got to whip them. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Wesley Murray next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Ward would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
world, where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Pete Crystal's Lego. How you doing? Coach Witten joins us coming up here in a few minutes talking Cyclone football. So you didn't watch it, but you didn't go, but you watched it, right?
I did watch it.
Yeah. So what went wrong with the Tennessee football team on Saturday? I got my take. Well, let's go with you. What do you think?
I think they played it too safe after the fumble recovery. I think 8 minutes left in the game. Got it on your side of the field. Run 3 running plays up the middle. I think you got to take at least one shot. I think if you're trying to kill time, he only killed 2 minutes, so it's didn't really help much.
You're up 21-7. You got Georgia on their heels. You step on their throat and let them up.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
Got to keep your foot on the gas.
Absolutely. They didn't do it. They got real conservative, in my opinion. It's Tom's opinion. Then do I need that? I don't guess I need that, do I? No. Then you go from that. That's number one. For me, number two, after being up 21-7, you get outscored 37-20.
Yeah.
You didn't get it done. Number three, you get into the overtime, you get 1 yard and 3 plays.
Yep. Georgia opens it up with a 19-yard run?
Yeah.
18, 17, something like that.
Yep. Then you get the last one for me was he kicks a field goal on 3rd down instead of 4th down.
Right.
It's clock management. This is me. I'd have went down farther. I'd have used that clock a little bit more sparingly. I'd have ran one more play to see what we get a little closer. So they blame it on Gilbert. They can't blame it on Gilbert. Then they said the touchdown wasn't in. It was in. I mean, it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
So, but those two plays don't define that game. There's a whole lot more to that. I think you nailed it. I think you got real conservative after going up 21-7.
Yeah.
I would have never done. I would have kept on. I'd have smoked them. That's just me. If I got you down, you play basketball.
Yep.
If you got me down, you ain't gonna let me up. Are you?
No.
I like it.
Basketball is a game of runs. You get a 10-0 run, you're back in it.
Yep. So that's what I would have done, but they didn't ask me. So anyway, Tennessee, the pollsters, they understood it was a great ball game. They didn't really pay the price in the polls. Georgia went up 1 to number 5. Tennessee stayed put. So Tennessee's paying $1.65 million this weekend to bring in Alabama Birmingham. So for a thrashing, that's a checkbook game. $1.65 million. It's incredible.
I think that's what UCLA paid New Mexico State to come beat them by 15 points or 25 points, wasn't it?
Yep, 25. 2 coaches got canned over the weekend, UCLA's coach and Virginia Tech's coach. So there'll be more. So we're not even waiting into the season. We can them now right after they get, which you played. You're coaching now, or you're still coaching, aren't you?
Yeah.
So what does that do to a team? You got your team. All of a sudden, I'm the head coach. They can me, and they put Jimbo, whoever, pick somebody, Jimbo in there as the assistant coach. Does it not mess things up? Because, you're used to this coach and his style, and he's got his players, and then all of a sudden you can him, and you pull one of the assistant coaches to ride it out the rest of the year. That has to mess up the chemistry, doesn't it?
Yeah, has to.
Think.
Just taking Hampton basketball, you replace Coach Smith with me, and that's negative 30 points. So, Coach Smith gets a lot out of our kids. So, you take away Coach Smith for a game, put me in there.
So I guess my point is, I understand they're 0-3. I understand the fan base is up in arms, and I get all that. And the donors are mad. But from the chemistry standpoint of a football program, or any sport, in this case we're talking football, I would think it would be very detrimental to can a coach 3 or 4 games into the season and go grab somebody off the staff, which is what they've done, and said, okay, you're going to be the head coach the rest of the year. Okay. Some may not have head coaching experience. Some may have their own favorite personnel. All of a sudden, you're the starting quarterback, and I'm the new coach. I may not like you. I may like Randy.
Yeah.
But Randy is. So all of a sudden, and then that creates, I would think, some turmoil inside the team. So I don't see how it benefits Can and the coach 3 or 4 games into the season.
And for me, I think it makes it tough on recruiting.
Oh, absolutely.
If I'm an intern head coach, how do I go and say, oh, well, I'd like for you to play for me next year, but I can't guarantee you I'll be there.
It's a great point. Thank you. So I like having him on. He knows what he's talking about. So that's a great point. Or the other schools are calling. If I'm a hot rod player and I'm being courted by, I don't know, you're the head coach at the new head coach of Virginia Tech, and I'm being courted by you and pick somebody, Pitt, West Virginia, Clemson, and they call up and say, you don't want to go to Virginia Tech. They got Wesley Murray.
Yeah.
He may not even be there in 2 more weeks or
Yeah.
3 more weeks. And so they plant that seed of doubt, but it's a legitimate seed. So
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what's going on. Tennessee, yeah, Junior's right. Don't even get me started. Notre Dame's 0-2 and still ranked. What a joke. So, but get me fired up. So Notre Dame's, yeah, I've said this every time there's a big decision in college football. To all the other presidents and Notre Dame, why? Nobody's ever been able to tell me this. Why is Notre Dame allowed to be at that table? I mean, what makes them so special? And I'm not knocking the school. It's a great school. It's a great football program. But, you know, why do they get the privileges other schools don't get to make decisions they shouldn't be in position to make them, as far as I'm concerned? But so, do you not like Notre Dame? I got no qualms in Notre Dame. It's just, but they're 0-2 and still ranked. That's kind of silly, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They're going to have to join a conference at some point.
And then you get into big boy football. So, and that's what, you know, we're seeing at the SEC. You know, everybody's going on about how good Georgia is. They got a week off, then they play Alabama at home. They could get killed by Alabama. I mean, that's the SEC. Look what happened down in Columbia. Vanderbilt wore them out down there. Vanderbilt beat South Carolina in South Carolina like a drum. So, now, granted, Sellers got hurt, went out with a concussion. Lenore Sellers, a great quarterback, so that changed their dynamics of their team. But still, you'd like to think in the SEC, Wesley, you got somebody that's fairly comparable to come in as a backup quarterback and lead your team. It shouldn't be that big of a drop off. So, anyway, are you sold on Tennessee's football team? You're a big ball guy. Are you sold on
I'm sold on the quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know, a couple of my buddies said that we were downgrading, and I think his confidence in the pocket shows that Nico was kind of scared last year.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and, you know, Nico's kind of proven himself wrong at UCLA, so.
BUSD, bust.
Yep.
So far. Same as Arch Manning. I mean, this guy's, you know, he is in a pressure cooker. I wouldn't be Arch Manning with that last name for nothing. So, anyway, we're here live at Chick-fil-A, talk a little sports. He's here talking about the obvious, Northeast Community Credit Union, what he does and does well. It's fraud. It's unbelievable what goes on out there. So what's anything news that you're on? You come once a month. Anything new?
So it's about staying the same right now. Big companies that are still getting your Spectrum and internet providers like that. Football season going on. You know, be aware of fake Tennessee tickets on Marketplace. Especially if they want you to pay for them before they give you the tickets, or, you know, hey, I can't meet up, just cash at me the $200 and I'll send you the tickets. And, you know, now
Tickets ain't gonna come.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, if it's somebody you know personally, you know, you go to church with them, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody random off Facebook selling tickets, and I always try to say if it seems like too good of a deal, it's too good of a deal.
He heads up the fraud department again at Northeast Community Credit Union, so always protecting their members, which you can join for $5 going to mycu.org. So a lot of the football stadiums are going cashless. Mm-hmm. Got to have plastic to maneuver and navigate. So does that open yourself up to using a card at pick Neyland Stadium, Lane Stadium, Bristol Motor Speedway? They're all getting, I don't know about Lane, but I know BMS and Neyland Stadium are cashless now. Using plastic out in the public like that, does that open yourself up?
It does a little bit, yeah. Especially if you have a tap to pay card. You need to get something or some kind of wallet that can prevent somebody from just coming up and tapping your wallet and getting the information. So that's a big thing that's probably going to start coming out now. You know, these fraudsters are going to go to the football games, pay $20 to get a top row ticket and just go around and see if your card will connect to their phone, through your pocket.
I jokingly said this, but it's true. People are starting to think about Christmas. It's 100 days out now till Christmas Eve. So once you go Christmas shopping and start in the holiday season, that opens up all kinds of problems for fraud, doesn't it?
Yeah. Every year around Black Friday and Christmas, we see a lot of people, they think that they're getting a Blackstone grill for $20 and, it ends up charging their card $200 and they don't even get the Blackstone because it's a fake website.
Oh, so the Blackstone grill you thought you get it for $20, non-existent.
Yeah, like you'll see it on Facebook Marketplace. Click here and only pay the shipping for a Blackstone. And that's one of those things that's, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true, especially on those Blackstone grills. And I just say that because the past 2 years, that's what we've seen.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got some whiz-bang special out there for the holidays. You get, something that's $300 or $400, like $20 or whatever.
Yeah.
Beware, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's common sense. It doesn't have anything to do with your plastic. It's like, as he said, and it's a really good rule of thumb. My daddy used to say this all the time, and he's right. If it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
So, just beware. And if you're buying tickets, as you said, to a concert or a ball game or anything that's, using your numbers and through the internet, that opens yourself up, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
So,
you're always taking that risk of not being able to get those tickets or get your money back.
wow. So, tell the story, because I always hear him come in. This guy does it for a living, and he almost got conned one time. And he's got his, eye on everything going on, even in his personal life, but yet you almost got snookered yourself. Tell him about that.
Yeah. My wife was studying for a big pharmacy exam. Internet goes out. I actually called the number on the back of the router that we owned, and they told me that somebody had jailbroken into the router. I don't know all the technical, slogans on that, but they said, hey, you pay us $150, we'll fix it for you. I said, okay, I got to have internet, got to get it fixed. So they send me a PayPal invoice, and that's when everything's kind of started to click together that, hey, this is not coming from a business. This is not the router company. This is somebody's personal PayPal. So I just, sent them a message back on the phone and said, hey, this is a scam. I'm not going to pay this money, and they hang up. So it happens to everybody, unfortunately.
Wesley's with Northeast Community Credit Union. He heads up the fraud department, and it's unfortunate. I'm glad for him because he got a job, but I hated the fact that you got to have a fraud department to look out for people who are out there trying to take your money and get into your account and steal things illegally, namely your money, and it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, and actually, I just come back from a conference in Pigeon Forge, and check usage is down significantly, but check fraud is going through the roof. They had given some stats about it, but people that were working inside the mail system have been arrested, and I can tell you maybe like 2,500, 2,600 people arrested inside the U.S. Mail Department for stealing checks out of your mail.
U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, Postal Service. Yeah.
Oh, really? So you're mailing checks, and the people working at the post office go, "Oh, there's a check that Tom's writing to Wesley for $100 or whatever," and so we'll just go ahead and take that.
Yep. And what they do is they take it, they whitewash it with some kind of material that some kind of liquid that they come up with, and it takes all the ink off that you wrote, and then they rewrite it for themselves or to pay somebody else.
I can't even comprehend that. I mean, I'm just not wired that way to go, let's wake up and see how we can con somebody, or in this case, destroy somebody's financial picture by just doing something. But it happens every day, doesn't it?
It does, unfortunately.
What else did you learn from the conference? Anything else?
Yeah, they do make some, I can't remember what they call it. They call them check pens. And if you write your checks in those pens and those certain pens, I can't remember exactly the name of them, but they can't whitewash. They can't whitewash it off. So they would have to physically alter the check, which makes it a lot harder. And a lot of financial, like if you bring a check to us and it looks altered, we're going to tell you we can't take it.
Yeah. It's college night tonight, by the way, here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton from 5 till 7. If you're a college student, no one who is, they show their ID. They buy a fry and they buy a drink, get a free chicken sandwich. So can't beat that for college night here. Tonight only, here again at Chick-fil-A where we are in Elizabethton on this Monday. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Another week of great weather. 80s for your highs and 50s for your lows. No rain in the forecast. Starting to get dry out there, and so immediately I'm thinking, unfortunately, I look up in those mountains, I'm thinking, we need rain, or you know what's going to start popping up? We hope not, but typically this time of year, forest fires start cranking up, and so hopefully somebody goes up in the woods, does something stupid, and gets a fire started. So anyway, but it's dry, and it's, so use your noggin when you're out and about, and so try not to put yourself in a situation that would cause something like that. So anything else in the fraud department?
Not in the fraud department. No, we're just trucking along.
Rocking along, yep. So we have an open house tomorrow, a ribbon cutting of sorts. Yep. Tell us what's going on with that.
Yeah, so starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning at building number 2, the community center, we're going to have an open house and a ribbon cutting, and the CEO, David, is going to talk to everybody, and we're going to get to show off the new building, new community center, and show off the renovations that's done to the main building there.
It's nice too, isn't it?
It's very nice.
I've been into a couple of meetings inside there with Andrea, and it's very nice. They've done a good job. So that's tomorrow morning, open to everybody, 9 o'clock. Have some light refreshments and a chance to walk through and see it for yourself. If you're not a member, you can certainly join it tomorrow. They'll sign you right up for $5. You become a member, and away you go, right?
Yep, that's it.
Good stuff. You hungry?
Oh, yeah, always hungry.
Get yourself something good to eat, son.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, always love having Wesley Murray on. It's not too far away from basketball season,
No, we're close. We're close.
How close is close?
I think November 3rd is the first day of practice.
Yeah.
I think that's the first day, so
about a month and a half.
We're ready.
It'll be here, yep. We'll be ready to bring it to you. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at top 25 college football. And the polls are out, have been out. And who plays where this week? Any big games? There's a few. Not a lot, but there's a few. We'll talk about that right after this from Food City on the Tom Taylor Sports. A lot of grocery store chains out there. Why Food City?
You know, Tom, I hope you've got a lot of time because I've got lots of reasons why you need to shop at Food City. Our associates are number one. They're here to serve the community and our customers, and they do a fabulous job taking care of our customers. This is a family-owned company, and it's such a blessing to work for a family-owned company. They truly care about their associates. And we're so involved in the community, Tom. We do so much in all the communities where there is a Food City location. Anytime there's any big events, typically you're going to see that Food City logo. And when you're in the store, Tom, you've got quality items to be able to select from. Talking about the produce, we're picky about our produce. We sell a lot of locally grown items. And right now, half runners is what everybody's all about. And then, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the meat department. We have our meat cutters back there every day who cut and grind meat fresh daily. Our meat, beats none other. I mean, it's great products that we sell back there in our meat department, and it's always fresh. And then the food service department, Tom, I love going to the food service department, and no matter what you get, it's always good, it's always fresh, it's always hot. And like our sushi, they roll that fresh daily. And while you're here, Tom, you can always go to Food City Pharmacy and pick up your prescriptions or get a flu shot. Mm-hmm. It's time for flu shots again. Mm-hmm. So there's so many different reasons why you should shop at Food City, and I could go on and on about our company.
Value every day, Food City. Lisa Johnson, the marketing department. Food City, proud sponsor of Tom Taylor Sports Show and the Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Value every day, Food City.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it. My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
It's exciting Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting to join Tucker Taylor and yours truly this Tuesday night from John Treadwell Gymnasium as the Lady Cyclones play host to the Lady Green Devils from Greenville High School. Airtime at 6:15, first serve right around 6:30 this Tuesday night. Audio and video from John Treadwell Gymnasium. It's the Lady Cyclones in Greenville. Need we say more? It all starts at 6:15 this Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclone Volleyball.
That'll be at 5:45 tomorrow night. 6 o'clock will be the first serve. The Lady Cyclones in Greenville in volleyball tomorrow night. We say good morning to you. We're still working on this side of the morning side. We're not quite to the high noon and kicking into afternoon. So let's run down top 25 college football. New polls are out. Ohio State stays at number 1. Not really impressive. Hello, Jeremy McDuffie. How you doing, buddy? Hello, Colin Nidifer. Not overly impressive, their win over Ohio University. That was one they should have run off the field. They did not. It was fairly competitive and fairly close. They stay number 1. Penn State at number 2. LSU at number 3. Kelly got all wound up in the post-game show, and I get that. If you listen to some of those comments, they're the stupidest questions. Some of these media guys, I think some of them just want to just hear themselves, I think. Because some of the questions you go, really? Well, I mean, where's that coming from? So, and that's pretty much what he said. He said, I have to come in and start defending. We just beat an SEC team. I got to start defending what I did on third down and this and that. He said, we won the game. I agree with him to a point. So, 4th ranked is Miami. 5th this week is Georgia up a notch. At number 6 is Oregon. Number 7, Florida State. Number 8, Texas. Number 9, Illinois. Texas A&M went into South Bend to beat Notre Dame, and we called that one. We got 3 of them right this week. I got Georgia. I got Clemson getting beat, and I got Texas A&M beating Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame getting beat. So I don't always get them right. Got those 3 right. Number 11 this week is Oklahoma. 12th is Iowa State. 13th is Ole Miss. 14th is Alabama. That's champing some Tennessee fans because Alabama is ranked ahead of Tennessee, who stays at number 15. And that was a generous spot. They could very easily dropped after losing. 16th ranked Utah this week. Texas Tech at number 17. 18 is Georgia Tech. 19th is Indiana. And Vanderbilt rounds out the top 20. Then comes Michigan, Auburn, Missouri, Notre Dame. 0-2 still 24th in the country. I don't get that. You got some other teams down there that looks pretty good. South Florida, BYU, that could have cracked the top 25. By the way, Southern Cal is your last team at number 25 this week. So, who plays where on Saturday? Ranked teams, pretty good one. Number 17, Texas Tech. The Red Raiders will be at number 16, Utah, the Battle of the Utes. Tennessee will have a checkbook game against UAB at 12:45 on Saturday. Number 6, Oregon, playing Oregon State with the bragging rights of that state. Here's the biggie. This is going to be a really good one. Number 22, Auburn, and number 11, Oklahoma. That'll be a good football game. That's coming up at 3:30 on ABC on Saturday. Number 7, Florida State hosting Kent State. Nah. 21st ranked Michigan will be at Nebraska. Could be a good game. Nebraska could give them something. 24th ranked Notre Dame hosting Purdue. 13th ranked Ole Miss home to Tulane on Saturday. 18th ranked Georgia Tech hosting the Temple Owls. Then you have South Carolina, number 23, Missouri. Florida didn't get any easier leaving LSU. Now they have to go to Miami, Florida to battle the Hurricanes. Georgia State will be at number 20, Vanderbilt. 19th ranked Indiana and 9th ranked Illinois. That'll kind of do some separation in the Big Ten. So 9th ranked Illinois, number 19, Indiana. 3rd ranked LSU, no problem with Southeastern Louisiana this week. Number 8, Texas hosting Sam Houston, and 25th ranked Southern Cal hosting the Sparties of Michigan State. That's your top 25 college football, so the best one, no question. Auburn will be at Oklahoma. That's going to be a hard-knocking good football game. You'd have to give the edge to the Sooners because they're playing at home, but we'll see. So Tennessee again with Alabama, Birmingham. Georgia, by the way, last week's opponent has a week off before they get ready for the Alabama Crimson Tide rolling into town. So that's your schedule for this week. Clemson fell out of the top 25. And also falling out, South Carolina. So Lenore Sellers' injury, it was a big reason for that. And, of course, you go back into the same thing. You're one play, one hit away from changing everything, and that's exactly what happened. Lenore Seller goes out, it's a whole different football team. So next man up. All right, let's take a look at high school football for this week. We got Coach Whitten coming in here in just a minute. He's scheduled to be with us. So let's take a look at high school football for this Friday night. We'll be traveling to the land of the Chiefs, Cherokee High School, who is currently 2-0 and 4-0. They're undefeated. But I looked at their schedule, and in fact, I did a little homework. Our schedule versus their schedule. Cyclones have played Science Hill, Tennessee High, Westridge, and Volunteer. Their collective schedule, team records is 11 and 5. Cherokee has played Pigeon Forge, they're 0-3, Campbell County 0-4, Sullivan East 0-4, and Granger 2-2. So combined records of their opponents is 2-13. So you draw your own conclusions. Our opponent's schedule is 11 and 5 so far, and their opponent's schedule is 2-13. We'll be there Friday night with the Red Army. Will be there, the Cherokee Chiefs Red Army. All right, see who else is playing. Cloudland travels to Middlesboro, Kentucky. Tennessee High will go across the state line and battle Virginia High in the what they call it, the VT game, Virginia-Tennessee game. You have also on Friday night this week, Johnson County going to Claiborne, Daniel Boone hosting Westridge. It's not going to get any easier with the Trailblazers. Dobbins Minute hosting Morristown East. West Green will go to Eagleton Academy. Thursday night, Hampton will be at Happy Valley hosting Jellicoe. Friday night, probably the game of the week, Unicoi County and Happy Valley. That's going to be a good football game. Unicoi County and Happy Valley on Warriors Hill on Friday night. Other games coming up, Cosby and North Green. Granger goes to Northview Academy. Cog County comes to Science Hill. The Hilltoppers should be ranked this week. If they're not, there's something way wrong with the pollsters. Science Hill now 4-0, and they should be ranked. They've played some excellent football. Went down to Beard and wore them out the other night. Crockett will be at Sevier County. That's going to be tough. Volunteer at Seymour. Greenville at Sullivan East. That's going to be a long night for the Patriots. And Chucky Oak at South Green. So that's your schedule for high school football for this Friday night. Our game again at 7:30. 6:50 airtime, 7:30 kickoff. We'll go on air with the broadcast. Richard Van Us, yours truly, bringing it to you. We may have a camera. We don't know yet. We're waiting to hear if it's going to be okay to take one. We did 2 years ago. They let us bring a camera down there, and we were hoping that'll be the case when we go there coming up on Friday night. So a couple of birthdays today. Tommy Lee Jones, great actor, having a birthday. He is 79 today. I loved him in Lonesome Dove, among others. And so what was the movie he was in with Wesley Snipes where he was a fugitive, and also Harrison Ford? He was trying to find Harrison Ford. Maybe be the fugitive, I don't know. Wesley Snipes was in the movie, one of those. And then Harrison Ford's in another movie that Tommy Lee Jones was the cop trying to track him down. So anyway, he's having a birthday. He's 79. The movie director, Oliver Stone, also is a birthday boy today. He is 79 as well. So that's the birthdays again on this Monday, September the 15th. Absolute gorgeous day in the neighborhood. Monday Night Football, you got the Texans and the Buccaneers in game number 1. The second game is the game that matters. You know that because it's the silver and black tonight. The Raiders hosting the Chargers in Monday Night Football. We'll take a break. Be right back. Sean Whitten's up next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night, the undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30, Thursday night, audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15, audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
We're talking to Sherry Holtzclaw, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores out there. Why the Jeweler's Bench?
So everything is done in-house. Nothing gets sent out. We do ring sizing, necklace repairs, replace stones, shorten bracelets, necklaces. We repair silver jewelry. There's not a lot of jewelry stores that will repair silver jewelry. So we're one of the ones that do. Occasionally watches, we do some watch repair. Some of it we do have to send that out occasionally, but I'll let you know when I do, so it doesn't go out without you knowing about it.
Watch batteries, they replace a lot of watch batteries. Again,
Every day.
Yes. John Holtzclaw is one of the few jewelry repair people in the area. There's not many of them left, so they do jewelry repair here. Remember that. They ship all over the country. The website is
jewelersbench10.com.
The hours you're open are
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
All right. And social media, where do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Be loyal, buy local. It's a mom and pop store. Been here for a long time here in Elizabethton, serving not just Elizabethton, but the entire Tri-Cities and really anywhere in the country. The Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is you can taste the different types of cheeses and the blends that they use, and everything just comes together. It's like a delicate dance. They're like perfection in every bite.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he is here, and we're glad he's here. And he comes every week, and I appreciate that. So, hello to Janet Enzer. How you doing, lady? Saw you at church the other day. Got a hug from you. That is, oh boy, her husband is a piece of work. We all know him too. So, Mr. Enzer. So, wow, another dig down and find a way to win. Our football team went on the road. We neutralized a good football team and came out with a hard-earned victory. Congratulations. Our kids did it.
Yeah, volunteer much improved, and, guys got to realize that we're everybody's Super Bowl, and what you see on film sometimes is not exactly what you're going to get effort-wise, and credit volunteer, played extremely hard, never quit attitude, and, made it tough on us. Got a, block punt by McDuffie that helped us get an early lead. And that was awesome. CJ scooped and scored that as just another game where we had opportunities to kind of put it away offensively, to give us a 3-score lead, 4-score lead, kind of. Didn't do that. Allowed Volunteer to opportunities to continue to hang around, and they made it closer than it needed to be. But tremendous effort. Volunteers got some new players, and particularly one of their defensive linemen made it really tough on us. Really solid player. Moved him around quite a bit, made it tough on us. He's a 6A defensive lineman coming from Jeff County, but just another gritty performance by our guys. And when you play, typically in the past, Tom, we play volunteer late in the year, and when you play these teams early in the year, they got a chance to be 3-0, 4-0, sky high, coming off opportunities where that, everything's optimistic and a lot of excitement. Another packed house crowd, good environment, and anytime we go on the road, it's going to be the other team's Super Bowl.
And it was, and we neutralized them. It all got started with that, I thought, a 74-yard opening drive. Rhett took it in from 1 yard out. Bowers point after 7-0, I think at the 7:35 mark. I thought the play of the game, looking back, was William blocked that punt. CJ picked it up and scooped it in, as you said, for the touchdown. We're out 14-0. We hadn't even hardly played a half a quarter of football. I thought that set the tone.
Yeah, it did. We talked about scoring on special teams and field position being critical. We get a 3-and-out and then a block punt there. That was awesome. McDuffie coming hard off the edge and, a little bit of a delayed snap and slow operation. And, Duffy got it and popped right up to CJ. So, those are the areas where, those are the hidden game changers for us. And, when you can do that, you put a lot of pressure on people. And when you play those areas hard, we talked about it 2 weeks ago against Westridge. It came down to 2 blocked extra points and a stopped on 2-point conversion to win 21-19. And then when you can score on special teams, those are game changers for us. And so that was a big play by McDuffie's. Really like the way, those guys continue to step up, take pride on those special teams areas. Those are big plays for us that can help teams win, especially in conference football play.
Well, here's the thing, too. If you know anything about this football team, it's not like this is a fluke. They practice blocking punts.
Yeah.
And you practice onside kicks. We had 2 of those the other night. We handled those perfectly. So these are things you guys go over and practice.
Yeah, you have to go over situational football. That's what football is all about. It's about those guys, understanding those situations. Those situations can win a game. They can lose a game. We had a missed opportunity to catch a punt one time, and we let it roll, and it was almost about a 50, 60-yard punt. And so, hitting field position is critical, especially as good as kicker Will is, and then, the opportunity to get short field. So, there's small areas of situational football. It's all about how you can handle those areas, and, those can be game changers.
Rhett picked up another rushing touchdown later in the half, 14-0, or make it 21-0, a 1-yard run for Rhett, who continues to play excellent football. Then halftime we go in 21-7. They got a touchdown off of Fleener, who's a heck of an athlete, Owen Fleener, 38-yard run. Their point after makes it 21-7. We miss a field goal at 31 yards out. Into the third quarter, it's 21-7. Zach Wallen, another great touch by Rhett Schlegel, put it right on the numbers. 17-yard touchdown pass. Bowers puts it up 28-7. I told him this off the air. I thought it was very classy. Will Bowers is a heck of a kicker. He's a snake bit, and so he missed that early one. The coach put him back out there. It was very obvious he set this up for him to kick it, and he answered the bell, 24-yard field goal. That's good for his confidence.
Yeah, we need Will. Will's can be an X factor for us, and everything's about confidence, and the football is a game of being humble too. You can't be too high, too low. You got to be steady, ready. And Will's a great kicker. We need him to big kicks for us, and any type of opportunity we're gonna let him kick, because that was an opportunity for us to kind of close out the game and give us a opportunity to make sure that they couldn't come back, and that was a big kick for us.
Fleener gets a 36-yard run, and they finish out the scoring for the game. Begley got a 25-yard touchdown pass from Wilson. Not a bad football team, 31-21. Our players of the game, we picked Coach Van Huss, I call him Coach, our director of schools. We picked Rhett Schlegel, another great night for Rhett. I thought number 92, Calix Daugherty, was a man among boys who went both ways.
Well, he did spectacular. He's really picked it up on the offensive end and then, playing about every snap. But that one in particular play where he rushed down the field and got that forced fumble, that was an extra effort play. That was a highlight type play that we're going to show today. It really talks about how hard you need to play. That was a game-changing type play, just hustling 30, 40 yards down the field and stripping that football. So, Calix has really stepped up for us on both sides of the ball. He's got a high motor that you really love, and then just the small areas, kind of the unsung hero type players that we talked about. In the past we've had a lot of those guys. In particular, tight ends, Remington, Jacob Whitaker, Remington Tyree, Jordan Haynes, some of those guys in the past, just Carson Stressman's unsung heroes, the guys that do a lot of the dirty work. And when Calix comes over, he does a great job blocking and helping us, and he's really picked up the slack there. But phenomenal effort, made some big-time football plays at defensive end, and, when he's just got a great motor, and he's only a sophomore.
The other player we picked was Will Bowers. I got him with 6 touchbacks, 4 point-after attempts, 4 pats, rather, and then 1 for 2 in field goals. So, we talk about this every week on the air, on the broadcast. I don't think you and I have not talked. Yeah, we have too. Will Bowers, touchbacks, that's a huge weapon.
Yeah, it is. Make the offense go 80 yards without making a mistake is a game changer. we've been in those situations before. It's hard offensively to go the length of the field, especially if you're not a big play offense. And so, those are big kicks by him. And when the weather's good, like it has been, great Friday night atmospheres, I mean, that's a game changer for us. So we just need to keep him healthy, keep him going strong, and he's going to be a big-time X factor for us as the season goes along.
You better believe it. Hello, Linda Pierce, watching in Ohio. Thank you up in the Buckeye State. Thanks for watching. I thought it was interesting the other night. I don't know why they did it, but everybody's on one side of the field.
Yeah.
Typically, the visiting team's on the other side, but they put us on the home side Friday night. Was there a rhyme or reason for that?
Well, I think a new coach, new atmosphere, trying to get on the other side. But, obviously when you're 3-0, you get a hostile environment right there behind the student section, kind of make it difficult for us to hear all the noise and everything on the other side. You can hear everything. There's not a ton of noise. So I think just kind of change the atmosphere and, new coach and, trying to get a new identity. So, I think that was kind of really kind of part of that. That's some of those stadiums like Anderson County, you're on the other side. Cherokee this week, you're going to be on the other side. So just, obviously new coach, new identity, a strong football team, great crowd. Mm-hmm. And really test us what kind of football team we're going to be early. So, you go back through the course of our seasons, Toms, when we play these teams early, that sometimes the scheduling's not quite the same. So, they get an opportunity to get off to a great start. And then whenever you have a new coaching staff and, you get a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. Those guys were well coached, they played extremely hard. And it was definitely good to see a different side of a volunteer football team.
Yeah, they didn't give up. They battled right down to the end. 31-21 was the final. Red, again, just continues to show great leadership. And at one point, I don't have his final numbers, but at one point he was on target. Well, he was on target, bet him to the game, running it and throwing it. So Red continues to show a lot of leadership.
Yeah, he does. Just standing in the pocket, making the tough throws. Early in the first drive, he took a shot rolling out to his left. We didn't pick up the blitzer. And then, the things I like that really kind of involved is, against Tennessee High, was able to get to a second, third read on some plays, which we talked about. Against Westridge, we got a lot of man-to-man coverage. The ability to make the throws down the field and put it where Zach and Justin could get, make some catches. And then, Friday night, we knew we were going to get maybe some soft coverage, the ability to get the ball out there quick. So, our guys could, run after the catch and quick throws and where we could get the run after the catch was big for us. I mean, we just kept throwing those fast screens and smoke screens out there. We felt like Justice gave us an opportunity with his size out there to give us a different body to different the tackle. And when you got a guy like Justin out, it's really hard to replace. And so our receivers stepped up by committee, whereas Justin or Jack or Zach and. We felt like we had an opportunity to have an advantage on the edge, and so that you got to find a way each week to win in a different way. And I think even though our passing game is really strong, when Rhett sets his feet, he's about as good as a quarterback as there is, And then spreading the football around, and then we had 2 screen plays in the red zone. We had a tunnel screen to Zach on a third down, which got us to first down on the goal line, about 6 inches, and then. In the fourth quarter, going towards the scoreboard, we threw a rollout slip screen back to Zach. He was able to kind of get a touchdown. So those are big plays, especially when volunteers blitzing and get it over top of those defenders. Just love the way that he ran the ball hard. We try to get him involved running the ball there this week some, and we got to find different dimensions. Legend's been out of the game, and then he was back, and then moved Justice to H-back, tight end, receiver. So we're kind of short running back wise there. So we asked the Rhett to kind of pick it up, and he did well. But I'm gonna tell you, Tom, he took a shot on the first drive, and he made a throw to Zach on our sideline, and that shows a lot of toughness that he's playing with, and that's what you expect out of a guy like Rhett that's played a lot of sports. He's played a lot of ball. He's a competitor. He's a winner. He's toughness, and that's what you want your leader of your football team to be like.
He indeed is all that. We're going to get to the Cherokee game in just a second. Helen Blevins has shown up. So she crocheted me a little toughie about a year or so ago. She said, I made a bigger one. You want me to have it? Or you want to have it? I said, does a cow give milk of that? I wouldn't give you $1 million for that. A little hat with it, too? Helen, you're so sweet. Look. Matches my hat. That's awesome. Thank you, dear. That's very kind. So we're going to take this to every game as a good luck charm.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need a Friday night against Little Tuffy's big brother.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go to Cherokee. You know Coach Whitten, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's about to
Are
be.
you guys? Nah, I wouldn't do that.
If he wins Friday night, he'll be the all-time winningest coach,
Nah.
Elizabeth. Not if he wins, when he wins. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes, sir. He's a freshman. Yeah, doing great.
That's
doing
your nephew?
Great. Yeah, doing great.
He got that onside kick the other
Yeah,
night.
both of them.
Both of them.
Freshmen.
Both
big time.
onside kicks.
Thank you
well,
all.
thank you, Helen.
Yeah,
You're very
thank
sweet.
you all. It's a good luck charm. We need
That's
that.
awesome. That is so sweet.
No, we need all the help we can get. Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sweet. Showed up with a. How long it took to? I didn't want to ask her how long it took to do it. It'd take me about 10 years.
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that.
I mean, you couldn't do something like that.
No,
Tom,
gosh, no.
Wouldn't have the patience to start.
No.
Don't know where to begin.
I wouldn't know where to begin. I just hand it off to you, so you do it. I ain't got the patience. Anyway, thank you, Helen. We'll put it out a little, so I can get something on it. All right, so Friday night, they call themselves the Red Army, and we're going to head down to Cherokee to take on the Chiefs. They have defeated Pigeon Forge 34-13. They've beaten Campbell County 33-zip. They beat Sullivan East 55-13. They beat Granger this past week, 60-30. They put up a lot of points. I did a little ciphering. The opponent's record collectively, they're 2-13, but you got Landon Jeffers, who is a heck of a quarterback. He seems like he's been down there for 10 years, so he's back for one more year. And so give me a scouting report on this Chief team.
Well, they got 15 returning starters, got over 20 seniors this season. A lot of those guys have played a lot of ball. You go back to last year and the year before and played them, you see a lot of guys playing early. You're right. Landon Jeffers is a tough quarterback. He also plays defense. He's a competitor. He's a guy you want on the field. He's a lot like Red. He started since he was a sophomore and been in a lot of football games. They feel like this is their year, and they've got the schedule that's worked out for themselves early on, played a lot of the tougher games later in the season. In the past, they always played Greenville and then us back-to-back, which really made it tough on them. So, but they got this game at home, and they feel like this is an opportunity to kind of steal a game in the conference. And they've got returned all 5 starters on the offensive line. They've kind of found an unsung guy as their running back that's really kind of taken charge. It was Player of the Week for Sullivan East, and so they feel like they've got a lot of weapons. Jeffers does a good job. He runs the football well. He does a good job pushing the ball down the field. They made it one heck of a game against us last year. We got to understand too. We're going to get everybody's best shot. It's another big game for them and big game for us. It's a conference game. Another week for us to go on the road back to Hawkins County. About another 15 or 20 minutes down the road. So going to be a tough atmosphere and definitely a big game. Big game ahead.
Absolutely. In comparison, I went back and compared our teams we played, their records together. Science Hill's 4-0. They went down Warbeard now. They've got a good football team. We got beat by a good football team. We almost got them. Tennessee Eyes are 1-3. Westridge is now 3-1, and Volunteers 3-1. So the record, as all our opponents lumped together, is 11-5. Cherokee's is 2-13. Sounds good on paper. The bottom line is you can get on that bus down there Friday night. The place going to be sky high because you're right. Here's what I learned in doing cyclone sports over the years. I don't care which sport it is. Everybody wants to give. Yeah. They will give Elizabeth their best spot.
The thing about it is too, Tom, is that that you don't deserve victory. You got to earn it. And that's what these teams are going to do. And then also on top of that, they're not going to feel sorry for you when you get guys banged up, and that's what we got to realize too. When you play. The opponent's record that they have, you don't get guys banged up. You don't get guys out of the starting lineup. You don't have offensive linemen that have got to rotate in. And then we've had Legend was out back in, and then we lost Justin. So they're not going to feel sorry for us. We've had a number of guys sick and in and out of the lineup and sore, and Nolan Loveday's been in and out of the lineup, and then the toll that it's taken on us to play two 6A schools and a 5A school, and it's been kind of next guy step up by committee and figure out a way to kind of win. We've had a offensive lineman shake up. John Horniak, was a starter against Tennessee High. He was out last week, and then so it's just been a mix up. Cooper Atkins has been a left tackle. He's been a right tackle. He's been a left guard. So we've just got to kind of fill in. And so when you play the schedule we do, you get a number of guys banged up, and so the next guy's got to go on. We lost Jay Bird there at the second quarter, and a guy like David Wright had to step up and go at the Mike linebacker. It's just they're not going to feel sorry for that. They're not going to write an article in the paper about, hey, we got beat, but we had so and so out of lineup. That's what our guys got to understand. So, then the other thing too is it's not about being out coached or out played. It's about who's the hungrier football team, and I think that's kind of what we saw Friday night a little bit. Volunteer was extremely hungry to get after a Cyclone football team, and that's what we're going to get after Cherokee. They're going to be extremely hungry to come after a Cyclone football team that that may be kind of have a couple injury guys or whatever it may be, but it's all hands on deck. We got to do whatever it takes. That's the mindset we got to have.
Absolutely. Need a big crowd under front. I had a great crowd Friday down Volunteer. It was very vocal. It was a big support on that football team. These kids fed off the energy, and we're going to need the same thing again Friday night down at Cherokee, down at Rogersville. You got to talk about it. You've tied Big Daddy. So Friday night, you can be the all-time winningest coach in Cyclone history. And, again, we talked about it a little bit last week, but, as you said, and you're right, a lot of players, a lot of coaches down through the years, but still, as Dub calls you, you're the head ball coach, and so it's got to be a personal thrill for you.
Yeah, there'll come a time when you can reflect back on some of that stuff. Now's not really the time for that. It's it's about the next game, and my job is to put these guys in position, and preparations on it is the ultimate separator for us. And when we prepare the right way and execute the right way, the outcome will take care of itself. But it's about longevity. It's about sustained success. It's about each year. It's not about having a good team every once in a while. It's having a good team every year. And so, really, it's about the guys that put on the uniform, that put all the effort and the blood, sweat, and tears into it. And it's about the guys continuing to listen to the winning edges. As long as they continue to listen to the messages and they're showing up, and fighting. That's really what you do. So it's not about. Football is never about one player. It's never about one coach. It's bigger than all that. So there'll be a time to come back and reflect on that. Now is not the opportunity. My granddad be rolling over his grave if we're celebrating too high. So football is a humbling sport. When they feel like you're up on top, they're going to easily come after you. So this week's mindset is just being 1-0. We got to get ourselves ready to go for a tough Cherokee football team, and so. But it's obviously you got to be able to do a job, and without a great family and great support, that's where it kind of really starts. So I'm lucky to have a great family that supports me and allows me to give time to prepare and make sure that we're focused and ready to go. And it's obviously our legacy started, Tom, in 1976 when my grandmother said yes to move to Elizabethton, and without her saying yes, our legacy never really gets started. And Elizabethton has really kind of been a place where they've allowed us to be ourselves. They've allowed us to dream big, and dreams do come true. So kind of when 27 years old, kind of starting from the ground up, it's amazing to be here 19 years later and still going strong. So that kind of speaks that the tradition was already started, and the program was already kind of established. And when you have that, there's no comparison to Big Daddy. These guys would love to play for him, and he always talked about boy, he's a dandy, and then that's what we got some dandy football players, Tom. I mean, they're dandy young men, and my granddad would be happy to see how hard our football teams can play, and and the ability that we compete on each and every snap. We're playing really hard, and that's really cool to see. Now we're making a lot of mistakes too, but when you compete as hard as we're playing, it gives yourself a chance to win each and every Friday.
These young guys are stepping up for you. You love this team, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It's been cool to coach. It's been cool to see how different guys have stepped up each week. We've had a number of guys sick and guys in and out of the lineup, but man, they've continued to listen to the message and continue to show up really hard. And football's a long season, but it's about one day at a time. It's about being prepared, and we're having a heck of a season right now. We just got to keep it going.
JB, and then of course Thursday night we're going to be streaming the Fighting Cyclones at 5-0. Tia Duggar, what a football team. They're going to put it on the line. Libertyville's coming to town. That's all I need to say. Johnson City, and, of course, Elizabethton. JV tonight playing?
JV tonight's at Volunteer. Continue get the young guys going. We got 27 freshmen. We got several sophomore playing. We got over a dozen young linemen that we've got to kind of continue to work and continue to get big. And then we got a good freshman quarterback, got a staple of freshman running backs, and a number of receivers. So thankfully we continue to play each and every Monday and give those guys an opportunity to continue to grow. So we need those guys, to be strong in the Cyclone football program. And, it's cool to see those guys, how they've grown. And on top of that, we've played Science Hill, Westridge, Greenville. We played, tonight Volunteers. So just another tough contest for us to get those guys ready to go.
See you Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go Cyclones. Appreciate it very much. Head coach Sean Whitten coming in talking about the Cherokee Chiefs. They call them the Red Army down in Hawkins County. And so we'll head that way and get ready to rock and roll there on Friday night. 6:50 airtime, 7:30 kickoff, and we'll see just exactly how she rolls. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk a little SEC football. My man's in the house. Gary Rowe talking SEC. We've already had a coach got canned in the ACC. We'll talk about that. We'll see. We'll get his take what went wrong with Tennessee on Saturday. And we'll run down the SEC from last week, where they're playing at this week, where they are on the polls. We'll take a look at SEC football next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roe Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, talk a little SEC football. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for coming.
Happy Monday.
Yes. Your better half's over there.
She is.
She is, and she just
staring.
She's staring at you.
Yeah.
She's mesmerized.
Madly in love.
I mean, how long ago did she fall in love, by the way? How long y'all been hitched up?
We've been married over 25 years.
25 years.
Working on 26 in December.
Congratulations.
December the 18th.
There you go.
Sir.
She is not paying a bit more attention to us. She's over there talking on the phone, so it's like
she's not sure what sports season it even is right now. So
she don't care.
She don't care.
No. SEC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams in the top 25 this week. Don't tell me this is not the best conference in America.
Tough.
Let's go back to last week. Of course, Oklahoma, no problem with Temple.
Yeah.
That's not much to talk about. Alabama Were you surprised? I thought it'd be a better game. They kind of wore them out, beat Wisconsin.
They really did. I didn't get to watch that one. Wisconsin usually has got a little better defense than you would think, but I mean, maybe Bama hit them early and often. I don't know. I didn't get to watch it. Didn't see how the game went, but they sure handled them pretty easily.
Auburn beat South Alabama 31-15. Missouri blew out Louisiana like we thought they would, 52-10.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, Arch Manning getting booed.
Yeah,
they're on him down in Austin.
Yeah, what a shame. I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, this guy's been built up by so many people before he even threw a pass as a starting quarterback, and he's a freshman.
Yeah, Enough said.
Yeah,
he's struggling,
he's a
so he says,
freshman.
I got to get better. But, of course, that last name, kind of like Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the track. You're expected to do good because of that last name.
Absolutely.
Anyway, they beat UTEP 27-10, which was not exactly a blowout.
No.
Mississippi State did blow out Alcorn State 63-0.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss beat Arkansas 41-35. That was a shootout. You surprised that score?
I was very surprised, yeah, for sure. I didn't think obviously there wasn't a lot of defense, but I knew Ole Miss had that offense. I didn't realize Arkansas had that kind of offense, to be honest.
Your boys put up 48 against Eastern Michigan, but he gave up 23.
Yeah.
So
real impressive, huh?
He's saying that rather tongue-in-cheek, I think.
And, and then Stoops still won't declare a starting quarterback.
Still won't?
Still won't.
Wow.
No.
LSU beat double up Florida 20-10.
Yeah.
Texas A&M, I called this one. I called it last week, beating Notre Dame 41-40. And they're still in the polls. They're still number 24 in the country at 0-2.
Well, when you own NBC, I guess they'll keep you in there for a while.
I guess so. It's called Moolah.
Without question.
And then Vanderbilt goes into South Carolina. Now, Sellers got hurt. That's a big
Huge loss.
Huge loss. And they drilled them 31-7.
Yeah, it surprised me. I guess, I don't know who the backup is at South Carolina. I didn't get to watch that one either. I kept up with the score. Of course, I think that was the game of the week I told you last week that I was keeping my eye on, and it didn't surprise me that Vandy beat them. But of course, I think it was tied when Sellers went out. I think it was 7-7 when he went out of the game. He had thrown a pick in the red zone, and but then he had he's got a concussion. And then I was reading today. I don't think there's any real concrete updates on him yet, but going into Missouri could be a devastating 2-week loss for them. So
he's the deal, but of course
really
the old
is.
adage, next man up.
Yeah, and that's I just don't know. I just don't know much about their backup, and obviously he didn't move the offense very well. So we'll see because they're going to have to score some points to beat Missouri. Missouri really don't defend well, but they can sure score.
We have college night tonight here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. If you have a college ID between 5 and 7 o'clock, show your ID. You buy a fry and a drink, you get a free number one, free chicken sandwich. They can't beat that. If you're on a budget, like most college kids are, that'd be a good way to get you a meal tonight here at the Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, where it's college night from 5 until 7 o'clock. Hello, Whitney Blevins. Your son did an outstanding job recovering those two onside kicks the other night for the Cyclones, Bryson. And as Coach said, he was just here a few minutes ago, they play at Volunteer tonight, and Bryson and the boys will get on the bus and head to Volunteer to battle the Falcons. We'll move on down the following Friday night, we'll move on down to Rogersville, which is a pretty good haul from here, to battle the Cherokee Chiefs. That's not our longest trip. A couple of weeks we'll go to Granger, which is a pretty fur piece. But Friday night, the Red Army is what they call themselves. Place will be packed. They're undefeated at 4-0 and 2-0 in the league. And so they're going to get a dose of the orange and black, about a 55-gallon drum worth, I think.
Yeah.
Rolling that way on Friday night. Arkansas plays Memphis. Let's see what SEC teams do what and play what and where they play this Saturday. Arkansas at Memphis, they're going to be a problem for the Hogs?
I don't think so. I think Arkansas goes into there and handles them okay.
Tennessee, Alabama, Birmingham. They're paying them $1.65 to show up on Saturday. What went wrong this past Saturday? Did you watch it?
I watched a pretty good portion of it. We had a wedding shower this weekend for the biggest part of our day. Our daughter getting married, and so I watched the ending of the Clemson game, and then I watched some of that game, the Tennessee game, Georgia game. Kept up with it. It's hard to say what goes wrong. You got two teams that are, the game honestly could have gone either way. They played their hearts out. A few mistakes here and there. I know sports well enough to know that one call, one mistake really don't cost you the game fully. But I will say the 5-yard penalty iced the kicker. It really did.
Yeah.
I think game was over until they got the penalty, and I think that
blew his circuits.
I think it blew his mind, and then then the momentum. By that time, momentum had completely shifted, and you kind of knew what was coming. I will say this: the pass and catch to tie it up at 38.
Sweet.
I don't know if they could ever duplicate that.
Big time.
That was big time. It was well defended. It was just, it was just one of those things. It just it was just executed perfectly, and you just don't see that very often over the shoulder like that. To the corner, and it was perfect.
Kirby said they were playing the chains, and we thought we'd take a deep shot as they were playing the sticks and playing the chains, keeping Georgia getting a first down. So we'll go for it. We'll throw one, see what happens, and the rest is history. So here's my take. Such as it is, I got 4 points. Number one, you're up 21-7. You got Georgia on their heels, and Neyland places going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You go for you keep your foot on the throat. You don't let them up. Number two, you get outscored 37-20 after you're up 21-7. You can't put that on Max Gilbert. 37-20 is 37-20. You got outscored 37-20 after leading that team 21-7.
Yeah, run defense really lapsed in the throughout the game, especially in the latter part of the game. I thought the run defense really looked soft, to be honest with you.
Overtime, you run 3 plays, you get 1 yard.
Yeah.
Come on now. You've been moving the ball down the field. You get 1 yard in 3 plays in overtime. We're talking about Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then the field goal, he kicks it. I kept thinking, I was watching in London, I kept thinking, why is he kicking on the 3rd down?
Yeah.
Work one more down. I didn't think he handled the clock very well. I think he could have finagled one more play and kept a little bit more time on the clock.
I agree. End of the game management was a little rough. Run defense was a little soft. And like you say, you get a team down. It's SEC football.
Oh, I don't let you up.
You got to keep rolling, and and I don't care what anybody says about momentum. It's real.
Oh, absolutely, it's real.
And when a kid misses a field goal to beat Georgia,
took the wind out of their sails. No question.
It really does. From I don't care what side of the ball you're talking about. It's going to, like you say, it's going to suck the wind out, and I think that pretty well sealed the fate when he missed that.
Yep.
Now I say that had Georgia had a lapse on first or second play in overtime, Tennessee scores. It's different. I think momentum reverses, but obviously that didn't happen.
Did not happen.
Georgia's defense just pinned their ears back, and that was it.
They'll have Alabama-Birmingham on Saturday. Should be a sacrificial lamb. Tennessee ought to kill them.
Sure, yeah.
Probably the game of the week in the SEC. Number 22, Auburn. All of a sudden, the Tigers are playing really good football for Hugh Freeze.
Yeah.
They'll go to Boomer Center and battle Oklahoma. 3:30 kickoff on Saturday. Who wins that one, Oklahoma or Auburn?
I think Oklahoma wins that one. Auburn is playing well. I think it's one of those games where it's neck and neck. Going into the third, maybe even late in the third. But Oklahoma's defense, I'm sold on their defense, and again, I think offensively, their quarterback's just going to keep getting better. Again, he was the number 1 quarterback in the portal. He goes to an offense that's already had some good parts. And I think they're just going to keep rolling, and that's a team that better be watched out for is Oklahoma. I think.
13th ranked Ole Miss will have Tulane on Saturday. Shouldn't be a problem.
No problem.
Mississippi State hosting Northern Illinois. That shouldn't be a problem.
No.
South Carolina goes to 23rd ranked Missouri without Sellers maybe, or with him. I'm not sure his status.
It's uncertain right now. I was just reading this morning. He's uncertain with the concussion and following concussion protocol. Without him, I think they'd get blown out. I think Missouri blows them out.
Florida doesn't get any better. Going to LSU. Now they're going to Miami of Florida to battle the Canes, number 4 in the country, at a night game in Coral Gables. So you got to think Miami on that one.
I think Miami rolls in that one. In fact, they may throw Napier and Alligator Alcatraz after that one. It's gonna. I'm afraid his time is very limited.
Vanderbilt back home to host Georgia State. Should be a checkbook game for the Commodores. Third-ranked LSU, same with Southeastern Louisiana.
Yes.
And then eighth-ranked Texas should have no problem with Sam Houston.
Yeah.
So, and then next week we get into some more big boy football.
Yeah, big boy football the next week. I think LSU, Ole Miss play.
Georgia, Alabama, and Athens.
Georgia, Alabama should be a dandy. I think Georgia takes care of business there. Texas, Florida.
Who do the Vols have?
They have. Let's see. We're looking at week 6. Tennessee, maybe a bye week. I think it's bye week. Kentucky's got Georgia. Oklahoma, Kent State. But yeah, the big boy games. Vanderbilt, Alabama should be very. Am I looking at the right week, Tom?
No.
I'm looking at 5. I'm looking at week 6.
Go back to week.
Yeah, let me go to week 5. There we go. That looks a little better, right?
Yep. Ohio State, Washington, LSU, Ole Miss. No,
Yeah.
that's still not. That's still a week ahead. So you need to go
week
to
5.
You need to go to week 4.
Week 4.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Texas Tech and Utah.
This is this
That's
week.
it.
Yeah,
That's
here we
this
go.
week.
Yeah,
Okay.
this week. Yeah, so next week, week 5, back to some big boy football. Yeah, so you got Ohio State,
LSU and Ole Miss
LSU, Ole Miss.
Yep.
Yeah, that should be a dandy. Auburn A&M should be a dandy.
Yeah, Tennessee will go to Mississippi State.
Yeah,
There you go.
they should be able to handle them. Mississippi State is an improved team, but I don't think they're ready for that. Notre Dame goes to Arkansas. Interesting. Could be an interesting game. That should put Notre Dame at 25 if they lose. And then Alabama goes to Georgia. Alabama in Georgia could spell disaster for the coaching staff at Alabama.
Yep. Then you go, week after next. Yep. Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame, Arkansas, Texas A&M and Auburn, South Carolina, Kentucky, and Columbia.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, LSU, Tennessee, Mississippi State, and Starkville. And Texas has Sam Houston State. They're off this week. Texas is off, so they got a bye week, and they'll have Sam Houston State next week. No. So anyway, that's it's going from here on in. In the month of October, got some great head-to-head matchups.
Yeah,
so.
it gets interesting. You get into the heart of conference play and upsets galore. It makes it fun, and the big boys start to emerge, and you hope if you're a fan, you hope there's no injuries and your team stays healthy, and that's kind of the key to the game from this point forward.
Separation. So
yeah,
she is sitting there looking at you.
I told you she's mesmerized.
She just comes to sit.
Yeah,
she's giggling at us now.
Just staring.
She's like, how did I get him?
Yeah.
That's what she's thinking. 26 years ago?
Look at that trophy guy over there.
Yeah, trophy dude, yeah.
Yeah, trophy husband. Yeah.
She is chuckling profusely. Where did you take her on your first date, by the way?
We went, we were in Bible college. We went to the movies and we had Chinese food.
Really?
Yeah, in Nashville.
Do you remember the movie?
Nashville. We went and saw Cruel Intentions. Shakespeare in Love. That was the next week. We saw Shakespeare in Love. That's right. Shakespeare in Love the first week.
That's when she glazed over.
Yeah.
You took her to Shakespeare in Love. That was it.
Yeah. I'm quite the Romeo.
Took her to a girly movie.
Took her to a
chick
girly movie.
flick. There you go.
After I got to eat buffet, of course.
Chinese.
Yeah, I'll take
Chinese
that
buffet
trade.
and a girl movie.
Chinese buffet. Yeah,
there you go.
How romantic can you be?
We've been to the mountaintop, so
yeah.
Shakespeare movie, a girly movie, and Chinese.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah.
As the late Paul Harvey would say, now you know the rest of the story. See you next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be here.
Get you some lunch, sir. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Yep. Good job. Quick break. We go from the thorn to the rose. She's here. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Cyclone Sports on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearing, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry classic imports, which is sterling silver items, and then sterling reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course, and jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jeweler's Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the great folks at the Jeweler's Bench. To Stanfield Thomas and Associates, Miss Autumn. So tell folks what STA is all about.
So at STA we do business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. We specialize in QuickBooks. We do offer QuickBooks training, and we have a QuickBooks Pro Advisor, which is Crystal. She's the owner. She can help with the software, training, inventory cleanup, file setup, and payroll reports. We also do month end, which includes reconciling. So yeah, we do a lot.
Do what you do best, let us do the rest. It's a great, great slogan. Phone number, how do we get a hold of you?
423-968-9112 or at statax.com.
Where do we find you on social media?
You can find us at Stanfield Thomas and Associates on Facebook.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, Stanfield Thomas and Associates of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Football. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So Helen Blevins, you did it again, dear. She made me a little tiny tuffy earlier in the year. Now she got me this great big tall. Look at this. She hand crocheted this tuffy. And she said, since you wear a black hat all the time, which I thought was very sweet. She got a tuffy with a black hat. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Is that cute?
Yeah, I want one.
Wow. Wonder how long it took to make that, because I guarantee you that is a labor of love.
Yeah.
That thing's huge. Look at that.
Yeah.
So anyway, Helen Blevins, thank you, ma'am. She and her husband came by. And so there you go. Are you artsy craftsy? Can
No,
you do
not me.
Not
no,
at all?
Not my forte.
Do you paint? Do you?
Nope.
Do you sketch? You don't do anything?
No.
As far as artsy craftsy?
No, not my thing.
Do you do flowers?
What do you mean?
Like do you plant flowers?
No.
You don't do gardening?
No, my mother-in-law comes over and plants.
Gotcha.
In the yard.
There you go.
When she's bored.
When she's bored?
Yeah, we just come home and she's there just doing stuff.
Okay, moving right along. So you don't do artsy crafts and you don't do flowers, but you guys do a great job with what you do. We're going to talk about that in a second. So did you watch the game Saturday?
I did watch the game.
Okay.
I did.
Did you stay awake this week?
I did. I only took a little nap.
What's by definition? What's a little nap?
Like in the third quarter, like 10 minutes.
A little cat nap.
Yeah.
A little power nap.
Because it was a long game.
Yes, it was.
So.
I did not get the invite. I didn't get the text to come over. So, what kind of snacks did I miss out on?
We had chicken wings.
Oh.
Some dip. Somebody made like a corn dip or something.
Okay. Did you make it?
Baked brie. No, I didn't make that. I made the brie.
Oh, you brought the brie. Okay,
yeah.
the baked brie.
We told everyone this time, bring something for everyone to eat. Because I can't afford to do this every weekend.
Exactly. Everybody brings something. And everybody did, right?
Yep.
What kind of dessert did you have?
We had these like cheesecake bites. Okay. They're really good.
All right. So was husband disappointed that the Vols got beat?
I think he was pretty disappointed.
Pretty down?
Yeah, because we had some Georgia fans there too. So it was kind of fun to see the bickering. Probably
The
not for them, but
bickering.
for me.
There
Yeah,
you go.
they were bickering.
Going
a
back
little
and
bit.
forth?
Yeah.
Trash talking, as they call it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this week they got University of Alabama Birmingham, which should be a blowout. They should kill these guys. Probably Wilson got beat by Georgia. Probably going to take it out on them. She is here because she represents, you just saw the commercial. Tell the name of your company, please.
Stanfield Thomas and Associates.
Yep. I have your notes right there. So tell folks out there. I said, you want to make another commercial? She said, no, I like that one last week.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yep.
So
there you go.
So what we do some training, system design, inventory cleanup, business processes, data conversion, and payroll all on QuickBooks. Crystal, she's the primary owner of Stanfield. She is a pro advisor, so she's certified by QuickBooks to help with issues and give guidance where you need it.
She's a pro advisor, is what
Yeah.
you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Certified by QuickBooks to
Yep.
help with issues or give guidance. Okay.
Mhm.
So
like if you call in and you just like have a question,
Mhm.
she's able to like guide you to do the right thing, or if maybe you have a little problem like you can't get in, she knows how to fix it.
there you go.
Yeah.
So, and you guys have clientele all over the country, don't you? All over the
Yeah, all over the place, multiple different states. So we send you a link if you want to work with us. We remote into your computer, and then
Mhm.
we're able to see anything pretty securely.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
968-9112.
Mhm.
423, by the way, 968-9112.
Yeah.
So, tell us what you do at STA.
So I do work at the front desk. I really like having the interaction with clients. I like to talk is really what it is. So I'm up there. And so I usually have when people come in, I usually help them or assist them. A lot of the people will drop off packets to me, and I also do bookkeeping and payroll as well. I just really like having that client interaction. That's why I'm at the front. I think being in the back would be so boring for me. So, yeah, but I do some bookkeeping and I do payroll. And I also do a little bit of individual income tax. I'm working on my certification for that. And Crystal double checks all the returns and everything. So, yeah, we're pretty busy. So,
So, do you help folks who are self-employed?
yes, all the time.
One person, two persons, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but self-employed by yourself,
Right,
of course. But
yeah. But like even little businesses, like let's say you have a little lawn care company, we do a lot with those, or like a little plumbing company. We can work with you too, even if you're a big company.
And you work with big companies too.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
QuickBooks help. Do what you do best. Let us do the rest. I like that. Training, system design. Tell me about that. You design systems?
Yeah, so in QuickBooks, you're able to have certain, let's say invoices, like you need your invoice to look a certain way for a vendor. We're able to go in and change that invoice for that vendor, so then it's pretty specific for what you need. So it's not just like basic template type thing.
Yeah, it's almost by company situation. Right?
Yeah, right.
Case by case?
Yeah.
All right. Data conversion, what's that all about?
I'm really not sure. So
At least she's honest.
we do it though. I know Crystal does it. So
That's not her baby. So
no.
I'm going to guess between now and next Monday, you'll figure out. You'll go ask and say, "What is data conversion?"
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask now. I
'Cause
gotta figure it out.
Yeah. In case you ask again, I'll know.
I could guess, but I don't want to. I
No,
don't want to
don't
just
guess.
steer somebody wrong.
No, just
so
So you also do invoicing of business tax, individual tax, bookkeeping, and payroll. So they have a great customer base, but there's room for you is the whole point. 423-968-9112. Crystal McDuffie is runs the show, and a pro advisor certified by QuickBooks. So is that kind of what everybody uses now, QuickBooks? That kind of
yeah, I think so. I mean, there's other things, but I think QuickBooks is definitely the easiest, and I think most people work with it the best.
Yep. 423-968-9112. You go to the website. How do you go? How do you get there? What will you find when you get there?
So you can go to statax.com, and it tells you all our emails to reach out to us, our phone number, address, if you want to just come in and see us. So
Just come in and say hello to- say hello to Autumn.
And just like general information about the business as well.
Yeah. I've had people tell me they like your commercials, so there you go.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
people that like it. That's good. So that is a good thing. Are you hungry today?
I am. Are we going to eat lunch?
Well, you are. I got to keep doing sports.
Oh, you
so,
got to do sports.
Yeah, I got to keep
Okay.
trucking today. So.
Okay.
But you are welcome to get you some lunch. We'll see you back here next week, and you're going to learn about data conversion.
Yes.
Is it
Yes.
data or data?
I
What do you
think
call
it's
it?
either or.
What do you
Data.
call it? What do you guys call it at the firm?
I think data.
Data?
Yeah.
Data conversion.
Data
All right.
conversion.
All right. Seems good to me. I'm so glad you came by.
Me too.
All right. Baked brie is what your specialty is when the gang comes over, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Autumn Bernshausen, ladies and gentlemen, from STA, better known as
Stanfield Thomas and Associates.
There you go. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some Major League Baseball. What else have we not touched on yet? Oh, NFL tonight. Are you an NFL fan?
No, I did pick a team last night though.
Who'd we pick?
I think I'm gonna do the Bengals.
The Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that
It's
what
like
it is?
No. Is that like a fantasy league or something?
No,
What'd you
that's
say?
a real team.
I mean, you just decided you're going to pick a team to start following the Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play. So what made you choose the Bengals? You like their colors?
Yeah, that's it. I was trying to come up with something else, but
It really
I don't
is
even
it?
know who's the quarterback. Do you know?
Well, he just got hurt. Joe Burrow. He's out for like he's got turf toe. Tore his toe
he's
up.
hurt. So I
he's
should
out.
choose a different one.
You can. I mean,
Okay, I don't
Bengals
know.
are okay. So you like them because of their colors?
Yeah.
All right.
That's about it.
That's it. That's good reason.
Yeah.
So who does your husband know? Who's he follow?
He doesn't. We one of those things you can like spin a wheel, and it will pick for you. We did one of
Okay.
those things. I think we'll probably change it. I'll let you know next week.
Let me
But-
know. Get back to me that. So, well, who did it? He hit the wheel. Who did he end up with?
Oh, we just did it together.
Oh, so you're together.
Yeah.
So wife and hub are Bengals fans.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Because of the colors. There we go. It's an interesting place over that Bernshausen house. So
Yeah.
It's never a dull moment, apparently. All right. Get you some lunch. Thanks
Okay,
for coming.
thank you.
Yep. Quick break. Right back after this from Physical Therapy Services on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Taylor Sports Show, Dr. Smith, and the folks at Physical Therapy Services. For those out there who have no clue, tell us what it's all about.
Physical Therapy Services is a local mom and pop run physical therapy and occupational therapy clinic. We have clinic locations. We have 3 locations, 2 in Elizabethton, 1 in Roan Mountain. Our main office, where I'm located at 1975 West Elk Avenue, we focus on adults and athletic injuries. We have a pediatric clinic at 1500 West Elk Avenue that does both physical therapy and occupational therapy for the little kiddos out there. And then we have a clinic in Roan Mountain as well to take care of our wonderful Carter Countyans in the Roan Mountain community, and all focused on orthopedics and sports-related injuries, along with just general concerns with patients and people that want to be able to get out and move better. The human body is made to move, and that's what we try to do, is keep people moving.
Keep people moving. Hours are open.
7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Social media, how do we find out more about you?
Physical Therapy Services on Facebook. Look us up. You can also find us online at ptstn.net. And or you can just call the office, 423-543-0073, and we will put you in touch with the right people to get you the correct care that you need, whether it's through us or through one of our other affiliates that we work with.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, love promoting them. Again, the great folks at Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's exciting, undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Weston Taylor, Joseph Taylor, and yours truly this coming Thursday night. The undefeated T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones hosting the Liberty Bell Patriots out of Johnson City. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30 Thursday night. Audio and video at Citizens Bank Stadium. It's going to be a dandy. The undefeated 5-0 T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclones and the Liberty Bell Patriots. It all starts at 5:15. Audio and video this Thursday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone football.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball again for this Monday, September the 15th. Got some more college football to take a look at, too. We talked about the 2 coaches that got fired, and they're making some good money being cleaning out their office. Of course, it's not what they want to do, obviously. They are competitors, and they don't want to get fired. But, again, they're going to be okay from a financial standpoint. No question. We'll talk about that coming up in a second. Hello to Felicia and Ronnie Heaton. Thank you for watching the show. All right, so Major League Baseball today, the schedule goes like this. Everything under the lights tonight. The Cubs in Pittsburgh. Atlanta will be in Washington. Spencer Strider on the mound for the Braves. for this Monday night. Toronto at Tampa Bay. Baltimore at Chicago to battle the White Sox. The Yankees in Minnesota. Cardinals hosting the Reds. Texas will be in Houston. That's a head-to-head matchup there. San Francisco at Arizona. And what should be a great series tonight, starting tonight, Philadelphia, the Phillies in L.A. to battle the Dodgers. Now, the Phillies are in. They've punched their ticket to the playoffs, and the Brewers are already in, too. So 2 teams are in for sure. We got, 2 weeks left of the season, a week from Sunday, or 2 weeks from yesterday, the season is over in Major League Baseball. So you look at the American League East, Toronto leads the Yankees by 4. Toronto's won 4 in a row and 7 out of 10, trying to win the division. The Yankees have won 6 out of 10. The Red Sox have lost 6 out of 10. In the Central, Detroit pretty much sewn it up. In fact, they have sewn it up. Detroit's going to win it. The Guardians have won 4 in a row, 9 out of 10, but the Tigers are up by 6.5 with, what do you got, 12 games left. So they'd have to have a total collapse for them to do that, to make a move. They being Cleveland, Detroit's not going to have a total collapse. Seattle, tight race. They've taken the lead now. They lead the Astros by 1, the Rangers by 3. And the Mariners won 9 in a row. So they're a hot team right now. The Astros have lost 6 out of 10, and the Rangers have won 7 out of 10. But the Rangers are hanging. They're still a team for the wild card. In fact, in the American League, it's New York, Boston, and Houston. Texas is 2 out, Cleveland 2.5 out for the wild card. So, again, with 12 games to go in the regular season, this is going to go right down to the wire in the American League West and in the American League to who's going to be in the playoffs. In the National League, the Phillies are in, and they are going to win the division over the Mets. They're going to win the NL East. The Central, the Brewers, they're at 150 games, 12 games left. The Brewers lead the Cubs by 5.5 in the Central. In the West, a little tighter. The Dodgers lead the Padres by 2.5. Both teams have won 2 in a row. Both teams have won 6 out of 10. If you stopped it today, it would be like this. It would be in the American League, the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Houston. That's not right because Seattle's taking the lead. So it would be the Yankees, the Red Sox, and Houston. And Seattle and Texas and Cleveland would be in the hunt for the playoff, for the wild card. In the National League, the Cubs, the Padres, and the Mets would be in. And we're talking about the wild card. Yankees, Boston, Houston, Texas 2 back, Cleveland 2.5 back. In the National League, the Cubs, the Padres, the Mets, San Francisco a game and a half back, Arizona 2 games back, and the Reds are 2.5 back. So that's what you've got there going on in Major League Baseball. No switch hitters ever hit more home runs in a season than Cal Raleigh. How about that? The catcher for Seattle hit his 54th home run of the season yesterday, tying Mickey Mantle for the most home runs by a switch hitter in a single season in baseball history. How about that? Mariners still have 12 games remaining for Raleigh to add to his total. So you got Raleigh at 54, Mickey Mantle at 54 back in 1961, Mickey Mantle 52 back in 1956, Lance Berkman for the Astros in 2006, he had 46, and Chipper Jones of the Braves back in 1999, he had 45 home runs in a single season. So Raleigh also approaching Ken Griffey Jr.'s first Mariners franchise record of 56 home runs in 1997 and 1998. 12 games to go. Raleigh could challenge Aaron Judge's American single-season record of 62 home runs. He won't catch Barry Bonds for the all-time record, 73 home runs in 2001. Judge could catch him, Barry Bonds, but Cal Raleigh won't. So the American League MVP race, no questions, down to Judge and Raleigh. And so Raleigh at this point, I would think, have the edge in home runs. So should be an interesting finish between those two guys for the MVP of the American League. So that's what's going on there. Tom Taylor Sports Show, back to college football. You have 2 coaches canned over the weekend. Virginia Tech firing their coach, Brent Pry. Team's 0-3 start. They got beat by Old Dominion at home. As soon as I saw that score Saturday, I thought, it ain't going to be good. And it's not. Virginia Tech fell to 16-24 under Pry. They've been terrible on defense. And so, as far as a contract buyout. He'll be, let's see, what's it say? 6-year, $27.5 million contract. His base salary for this year is $4.75 million, with a raise pushing him to $5 million per year. So the buyout provision in Pry's contract, he's owed 70% of the base salary remaining on his contract. So his base salary is $4.75 million. So he gets 70% of $4.75 million. Let's see if I can do that real quick. And I don't know that I can on my computer. on the calculator on my phone, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Let's go right here to the old calculator and see what we got. All right, 4.75, 1 0, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros, 5 zeros. Is that it? 4 point, no, one more. Yeah, there you go. And you're going to multiply that by times 70%. You're going to get $3.3 million to walk away. Wow. $3.3 million to be fired. How about that? It's not too bad. UCLA firing their coach Deshaun Foster only 3 games into the second season. Foster, a former All-American running back with the Bruins, finishes at 5-10, including 3-6 in the Big Ten. So again, Foster doesn't say anything about his pay, but Pry gets $3.3 million to walk away from Virginia Tech. So anyway, Nico didn't help him any either. Going out there to UCLA, who's been a bust so far, he's underperformed to say the least. And so Nico, I wouldn't say helped him get him fired, but he didn't help him because he struggled at the quarterback spot. And so again, Foster has been let go as the head coach for the UCLA Bruins. So trying to see who they picked up. Interim coach, let's see. Tim Skipper, literally Skipper, was named the interim coach. And then I want to say Montgomery was the new coach of both the coaching staff at Virginia Tech for the rest of the season. So trying to see who they say. I want to say Montgomery. Yeah, it is. Philip Montgomery, interim head coach for the Virginia Tech Hokies for the rest of the season. Buzz is Shane Beamer may come back and be the coach coming from South Carolina, come back home to where his dad coached and be the head coach for the Hokies, but that remains to be seen. All right, NFL Monday Night Football, Tampa Bay and Houston, the early game at 7 o'clock. The real team in the real game at 10 o'clock tonight, the Raiders. Ooh, yeah, let's get excited saying it. My team, the Raiders, will have the Chargers again in Vegas tonight. Place will be nuts. Priority out there tailgating, getting ready for the game tonight. That's a different world in Las Vegas when they bring all those folks out there dressed in the gargoyle outfits and all that. They're crazy. And so the Raiders will be at home tonight against the Chargers. Last but not least, the NASCAR boys wrap things up on the first round of the playoffs in Bristol over the weekend. Christopher Bell wins it. Guys that got knocked out of the playoffs, Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, and Shane Van Gisbergen. They're all gone. They move on to New Hampshire now. And so here's how the new playoff standings are after Bristol. In first place, the guy that said he's going to win it all. I never get it right, and he's still got to do it, but he's on his way. Denny Hamlin. Here's your order now, the top 8. Of course, they've cut it down from 16 down to 12. So the top 8, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, and Bubba Wallace are your 8 right now. Outside the top 8, needing to make a good showing in New Hampshire this weekend, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, and Tyler Reddick. Those are the 4 guys that are outside the top 8. And the 4 that got knocked out of the playoffs totally over the weekend at Bristol was Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, and Shane Van Gisbergen.
It's exciting Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting to join Tucker Taylor and yours truly this Tuesday night from John Treadwell Gymnasium as the Lady Cyclones play host to the Lady Green Devils from Greenville High School. Airtime at 6:15, first serve right around 6:30 this Tuesday night. Audio and video from John Treadwell Gymnasium. It's the Lady Cyclones in Greenville. Need we say more? It all starts at 6:15 this Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Lady Cyclone Volleyball.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross today. Certainly no different. It says, do not lose hope. Don't lose hope. You lose hope, we're done. Can't ever lose hope. As long as you're breathing, there's hope. That's what my daddy used to say, and he's right. Do not lose hope. We need to pray that God will meet us where our hearts are today. Here's the verse, Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with the hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. I love that. Romans 15:13 says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. That's awesome. Do not lose hope. We need to pray that God will meet us where our hearts are today. I love it. Faith goes up the stairs. Faith goes up the stairs that love is made and looks out the window which hope is opened. Good way to end it. That's a great statement. Anyway, that's the verse today, Romans 15:13. Thanks for watching. Thanks to our guests today. You had Leslie and Randy Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals. You had also today Wesley Murray from Northeast Community Credit Union. Sean Whitnett, football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, stopped by. Appreciate that. He's a busy man. Also, thanks to Gary Rowe talking SEC football today. Appreciate that. And then Autumn Bernshausen from Stanfield Thomas and Associates, one of our new sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back tomorrow. We're ready to go tomorrow at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton. Can't wait to be down there tomorrow hanging out with our buddy Tammy Troutman at the Eagle Center. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
Talking to our buddy Molly Hurley from Chick-fil-A. It's football time in Tennessee, the late John Moore would say. On a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon or even on Sunday to watch NFL, you can get your trays from Chick-fil-A. Tell us what we can get there.
Yes, you can. You can get nugget and strip trays, fruit, salad, mac and cheese. We've got cookies, brownies. We've got wraps and veggie wraps. And then we also have our sub sandwich trays that have our cold grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato. Those are really good. And if you're getting it for a Sunday for the NFL games, you can also get the nuggets and strips chilled, so that way we'll cool them down for you, give you reheat instructions, and you can pop them in the oven and have them ready for your party.
How do we order? How do we get them?
You can call the store at 423-297-1266, or you can go online or use your Chick-fil-A app to place an order online.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, 423-297-1266. Our buddy Molly Hurley, marketing lady from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, thanks to Helen Blevins who came by and dropped off this hand-crocheted tuffy, along with the little hat that goes with it, which I think is too cute. I love the hat because it matches, because you wear a black hat. Tuffy's going to have a hat on, so there you go. So, too cute. So, thank you again for Helen for making that for me and bringing that to me, which is a hand-crocheted tuffy, the Cyclone, which I wouldn't give $1 million for. So, that's the second one she's made for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Don't forget college night tonight if you're a college student. Between 5 and 7 o'clock, come here and get if you have a college ID, and you show it, of course. When you buy a fry and a drink, you get a free chicken sandwich tonight from 5 till 7. College night here at Chick-fil-A. And don't forget to try the new sandwich, the Pretzel Cheddar Club. Cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, applewood smoked bacon with creamy Dijon mustard. That is the specialty sandwich for the time being here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back at it again tomorrow. A doubleheader. We'll have the show tomorrow from the Eagle Center and Cyclone Volleyball tomorrow night, hosting the Greenville Lady Green Devils. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2361 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live today at Chick-fil-A